day where we're having a different conversation and I've got a streaming platform running and we can actually talk about, commissioning something. Because ultimately Flicks is a video streaming service that's set up with social enterprise, I guess, at its foundation. So the mandate of that is really simply that you give half of your profit, at least half of your profit, to the different causes that you support. And the goal will be to raise money and awareness for different people and causes all over the world, nominated by the subscribers. So currently, and obviously these things can always change, but the thought process is that it will be supported by ad revenue. And I'm just going to try and have a very frank and open but playful conversation with the public and say, hey, you know what? Everybody decided they hated ads. They ran away from ads. Nobody likes shit ads. Directors don't like making shit ads. So let's maybe foster that side of things and watch maybe one, two, take a couple on the chin, and then you've got content and you've got money going to the causes that you support. So that's really the dream.
Really, yeah, I love that. That's a great idea. I'll stick to it.
So for the foreseeable future, is Dive Club, I guess, going to be the sole thing that you're focused on, or are you continuing to develop other things? I know that on your website it had mentioned, I believe, another feature that you kind of have in mind. So take us through what that looks like. Is it an ever evolving kind of situation, and you should have like the slate of different kind of potential projects, I guess, at your fingertips, in case you have the right conversation with the right person at the right time?
Yeah, well, it's funny. I think being a freelancer, you never really know. I couldn't tell you what my year next year looks like because I'm attached to different projects, and I know there's different reality shows that are shooting, but everything kind of books in last minute, to be honest. So that's kind of the way I like to live. I like to not know what's around the corner. I really thrive on that. So basically for me, I'm in pre-production now on Dive Club. That will take me up until Christmas, shooting that, doing post-production. I'm then having a baby in December. So let's just throw that in the mix.
Yes.
And then next year, so I'm attached to 3 feature films at the moment that are all sort of in development. But, when they shoot and when they get off the ground, and when they kind of they have a life of their own, they sort of snowball along. So, I would absolutely love to be shooting at least one of those next year, if not 2. That's sort of really my goal, for next year. And then, sometimes I might just pick up some reality in between, make some bread and butter. So yeah, it just depends really. We might do a season 2 of Dive Club. But technically it's all yet to be booked in, so we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely. I mean, it definitely keeps things interesting. And so you talked about James as kind of a long-running producer partner, or someone who you've done quite a lot of work with. Is he involved with these features as well?
Yeah, he is. So one of them he will be coming on to produce, and the other one he's actually written. So it's an idea that we developed together, and then he's gone away and written. And it's a beautiful script about 2 old ladies on a road trip to Nimbin. So nice. I hope we can make that one. It's it'll be a real cracker.
Yeah. That sounds like that definitely sounds like a bit of fun, some hijinks. Well, look, hey, it's been so nice chatting to you. Thank you for making this happen and for taking some time to come and have a chat. And congratulations again on where you've gotten to. I'm keen to get to the cinema. Hopefully it's showing up here. I live at Moffat Beach, so we're up at Caloundra. And the great thing about the cinema here is it's only $10 a ticket. $10. That's the way it should be forever, I think.
Take your daughter.
Yeah. So I might have to check it out and take her along. And look, hey, I always like to tell people a little bit about what I'm doing with Flicks4Good. So I'll tell you a little bit about that too, because honestly, I hope that should things come to fruition, then, who knows, there might come a day where we're having a different conversation and I've got a streaming platform running and we can actually talk about, commissioning something. Because ultimately Flicks is a video streaming service that's set up with social enterprise, I guess, at its foundation. So the mandate of that is really simply that you give half of your profit, at least half of your profit, to the different causes that you support. And the goal will be to raise money and awareness for different people and causes all over the world, nominated by the subscribers. So currently, and obviously these things can always change, but the thought process is that it will be supported by ad revenue. And I'm just going to try and have a very frank and open but playful conversation with the public and say, hey, you know what? Everybody decided they hated ads. They ran away from ads. Nobody likes shit ads. Like, directors don't like making shit ads. Like, so let's maybe foster that side of things and watch maybe 1, 2, take a couple on the chin, and then you've got content and you've got money going to the causes that you support. So that's really the dream.
Really, yeah, I love that. That's a great idea. I'll stick to it.
Yeah, thank you. So we've just, but as you would know, what I now need is like a bucket load of cash. So I need, I'm working towards doing a big awareness and crowdfunding initiative to try and get a lot of dollars coming in and get some people, I guess, pre-subscribing. The goal is for it to be free, and the ultimate dream is that we can provide it to countries all over the world and essentially deliver educational resources converted in their language, not like in writing, but in spoken word, as alongside the entertainment content. So you could have movies, documentaries, and have maybe, say, curated content from some of the top producers in places like YouTube that have good information about how people could better themselves. And so hopefully maybe some person with a smartphone in India or somewhere else could watch something, get some ideas, and maybe, go out and make a better lives for themselves. So that's sort of, that's the dream. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, stick to it. I've got a friend, Sam Label, who's just started a streaming platform in Australia that's focused on female content, so female filmmakers and content that has really strong female leads. And I think there's so much space for it, like I don't think there's, we've got space for so many different streaming platforms because they all have their own content. So yeah. I think it's great. I think we need more of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the predictions are that it's going to go from, I think it's almost $50 billion a year in global revenue. Streaming contributes to the entertainment industry, and they predict that by 2024, that'll be $688.7 billion. That does include gaming, like esports, mind you. It's mind blowing, isn't it? And that was like, so this is part of like how Flicks was born. Flicks4Good is, and I should do like my diligence here and pop that up as well. But so yeah, the reason that it really came about was I saw my business kind of get squashed, and I just thought about all the people around the world who potentially would see themselves possibly out of work with no job, no money, because 70% of people spend what they earn, so running out of money real fast, and even if they're on big dollars, and potentially with a whole bunch of overheads and mouths to feed, and that was before the stimulus came in. I just thought, wow, like what's going to happen? I just started trying to think, how could I help this situation in my own way? And I thought, well, I don't, like as much as I'm concerned about suicide spiking, I'm concerned about domestic violence, and I still am. I'm only one person, so I really thought, well, there are already people out there doing great work. What they need is money, and then they need awareness. Like, what are my tools? And I'm like, well, I love the entertainment industry, and I've got knowledge around a few different bits and pieces, and I've learnt my way around some things. I wouldn't say I'm an expert in marketing, but I've got some ideas. And then I just looked at all that money going to entertainment at the same time, and it kind of just sickened me a little bit. I thought, like, surely we could just take a piece of that, and create some money. And I think my hope is that if we could get the content on par with the other guys, and then you've also got that social purpose tied into it, and you've also got the ability for people to be able to donate over the top, like so they can flick money to the causes that they like. If they watch a little doco or something and they like it, they can hit a button and send some money in that direction. Why wouldn't people choose to jump on board?
Yeah, that's great. Good on you. I'll look out for it.
Yeah, look out for it. It's a work in progress. Hey, thanks so much. We've clocked the hour. I always like to try to wrap it up within the hour because I know it's a big ask for people. Normally most people tend to watch things on the replay, and I'm gonna toying with the idea of doing a bit of a Joe Rogan and slicing it up into little pieces as well, so that we can sort of spread it out. But look, I'll definitely be tracking. I'll be hoping to go see Swimming for Gold, and I really look forward to seeing where the rest of your career goes.
Thanks, Brad. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your
Thanks.
time.
Nice to talk to you. See ya.
You too.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you do all the good things. You know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, get excited. Why not, go outside your comfort zone, hit the share button and share it with somebody who you know. And I look forward to chatting with you again next week. All right. Everybody.